Here we go. It's the show we've all been waiting for. Activating Big Brother Naija. Activating Big Brother Naija. You should know. There's no secrets, there's no hiding place. Activating Big Brother Naija. Activating Big Brother Naija. It's no big deal, it's not for real, anything you do is you.
Everybody in this room, I promise you, I'm sure has something to say about me. But look, this is gonna be it. I'm a better person now.
Welcome back to Big Brother BnaijaPepperDemReUnion show. We're talking with the ladies about, you know, those who they were close to in the house who they feel like they shouldn't have. I want to come to you now, Esther. You were part of a friendship, right, with Mercy and Diane in the house that seemed pretty tight for a lot of viewers. And I remember the one time there was this conversation between Mercy and Diane in the corner talking about you. And that was a few days, I think, before you left the house. You came out and definitely saw that, because I remember having a conversation with you, like a post-eviction interview and all of that. How did you feel about that? How did you feel about the friendship in the house, and how did you feel about that when you came out?
While we were in the house, I actually felt that we were really cool. Like, I would actually call us friends.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, they were much more closer, but I just knew that. At first, it was Diane that was
You feel
my
like a
friend.
third wheel?
No, because I understand friendship dynamics. Diane was actually my friend first, well, and then I knew Mercy was Diane's friend, and so by interaction I started to relate with Mercy as well, and I began to like her as well, and so it was just that. But it was majorly their friendship. And when I got out and I found out that there were a couple of times they spoke about me, it felt really off, because I felt like, okay, at the time in the house we were friends. I feel like you should have related all of this to whatever reservations you had. And Mercy had actually even come to speak with me before, and it wasn't as if I put her up and I was like, no, I'm not having this conversation.
So she did have a conversation?
Yes, just once. The couple of times they had conversation about me, well, not after that.
Yeah.
But I remember once she came to speak, and I actually really liked it. I can be very defensive, but I appreciate when people come and talk to me about whatever it is I've done to them, and you know, we can just squash it out and let's go. Especially if we consider each other friends. So yeah, when I got out, yeah.
So how did that affect your friendship with them outside the house?
Well, I got out pretty much earlier than them, and after they got out, yeah, I feel like we're still cool. We're not
as cool as you could have been.
Yes.
Yeah. Mercy, how do you feel about that situation?
Like she said, they were friends before. No, I came into the picture, like Diane, she's Diane's friend, so I started talking to her too. But then,
because I remember the conversation was something along the lines of you guys not trusting her enough.
yeah,
Or something like that.
Yeah. I don't think, maybe that's how she acts when she's in a relationship, or she feels she loves someone, a guy, then she tends to leave her friends behind and focus on the guy, which I can leave for her. So, and she did that twice in the case of Nelson. And Nelson's own was, we had a discussion, conversation, Diane saying to us that she likes Nelson. Toya was that you liked Nelson. Toya was, yeah, Toya was after, but it was so clear that I don't want Toya, I think, and Esther was there. So the next minute, Esther is with Nelson, and she abandoned us. She doesn't hang out with us, she doesn't sleep with us, she cooks with Nelson, she sleeps with Nelson, all that.
What kind of sleep?
I started sharing, yeah, not this, they started sharing one day.
Oh, okay.
So we're like, wow, okay, it's fine, it's people don't have anything that happen. So when Nelson left,
she came back.
Yeah, she came back. She came back, and Flora came inside.
And she left again.
And she left again. Yeah, so, and yeah, I told you, like,
so you were offended by that?
Yeah.
But what's wrong with a girl being in a relationship and saying, you know what, I'll be back.
Yeah, you can't be
But what's wrong with that? I mean, if you have friends and man just comes and you forget, you forget the friends.
First off, I did not abandon you guys.
Oh wow.
I did. Okay,
Because
wait,
that was your
let me start from this. Okay. Diane did mention that she liked Nelson when three of us were having a
Liked.
liked
She needs you to be
it.
clear.
When we were having a conversation. And then I was pretty much cool with Nelson. It was, I think that was like the second week. It was nothing. But it was like the major guy I was in the house I was talking to at the time. And myself and Nelson, we actually had a conversation. And because he kept on asking me who I like, and I was like, nobody. And the natural reaction when someone asks you a question like that, who do you like? And I'm nobody. And you're like, you, who do you like? And it will be like, nobody. Or later I will say, oh, the person has left. Or the person is in this
So when
room.
did that change to you not liking it?
To me, like it. I think that was like much later because we really.
Did you feel like a betrayal?
To Diane. No,
Okay,
I
go on.
didn't. Okay, that was like really much later because we actually began spending time together. And the reason that happened was because it felt like I was imposing on their friendship.
On
Yeah,
whose friendship?
Mercy and Diane. And
Because
I
you thought they
didn't,
were close. And you were sort
exactly,
of-
and I didn't want it to be like that because even at that, sometimes like we'll cook together, and sometimes I'll probably be doing something else.
Okay,
and
so outside of the show, are you the sort of person who tends to get sucked into a relationship
relationship, no.
and
I'm
forget
not.
your girls?
But I'm the kind of person that I usually have a small group of friends and I stick with them.
Okay.
It's very hard for
Did
me.
you feel like you stuck with them?
No, because I
So
didn't.
they're right
because,
in their analysis.
in a way, yes, but I didn't have the time to actually show that. I think it was just like after a while, I felt like okay, maybe I'm forcing myself on this friendship.
Life is a dream, and dreams do come true. But even when things are not looking up,
Anyway, I promise you, say soon, you and your guys, all of them will come out on the regular.
I know, say, you know.
16 and is not for viewers younger than the age of 16.
Welcome back to Big Brother Naija Pepper the reunion show. The girls are in the house. Let me come to Diane. You seem like you were more pained by what was going on with you.
So this is the year. I'm a girl's girl. Like, what will happen between me, Nelson, or whoever I will blame will be Nelson. I will never blame my fellow girl about it. Like, the guy is the problem.
The guy is always a problem.
Sorry.
Yeah, me
Between
too.
two friends, I will not blame my girl. Like, especially in that point in time, because Nelson said he liked me, and then Esther seen a different story entirely. I
He
did not
did
know.
not. I asked him.
Okay,
I
so I
expected
don't
him
know
to
about that
mention
part.
Diane's name.
I
Because
did-
I can't come out and say, oh yeah,
Did you
Diane
tell her
likes
that?
you too. No,
We
because
had this discussion, so I'm really surprised you said
as
we didn't have
at
this
the time
discussion.
you said that, I have never had that kind of conversation with him. It was after that I asked him.
Yeah,
I
when he
expected that
left
if he said, okay, Diane, then I can say, oh yeah, Diane likes you too. But only not, I can't tell him, oh, Diane likes you too, when he hasn't said anything like that. I have to wait for him to actually tell me that before I could actually say that back to him.
But-
And he never did.
But were you aware that Diane likes him and you are Diane's friend?
Which is why I talked about betrayal at the time.
Well, I
I feel like you
was,
betrayed her.
no, I didn't.
Sorry, you were finish your point.
Anyways, for me, I'm a girl's girl, like I said, so I will not blame Esther. I blame Nelson more, and that's why I took a step back. I didn't really talk to Nelson, and when he got evicted, I was happy. Sorry, I was really excited and happy that he got this thing. But I felt bad for her, kind of, because she was really crying and really sad, and I know how it feels to lose a friend, as in game. I mean, sorry. So Toya left, and then I was left alone. Mercy was always there, quite right, but I was close with Toya. But the fact that I was seeing Nelson and Esther, oh my, it felt like I was being stabbed in the heart. So when he left, I was like, God, thank you. Like, it seems the universe just aligned in my favor. I just made everything work. That was how I honestly felt. But I felt bad for her because she cried and everything. And then we got back close together. And I remember there was this day we were at the garden, and we had that discussion, we talked about it, and I told you that I would never blame you, I will blame Nelson. And that is what I was to say. Even if Nelson was there, I'll tell him straight up, it's you I blame.
So,
I haven't confronted Nelson about anything because I moved on. Like, truthfully, me, I've moved on about all these
so
things.
back to my question at the beginning now. Your conversation with Mercy was about her. So obviously you were offended about the way she treated the friendship. So why did you not speak to her about it? And what offended you about what she did?
That's what I said.
Because you're blaming her now, not us. From the garden conversation.
From the garden conversation, I when
No, she said
No, for the garden conversation you had with Mercy,
yeah.
you were talking about Esther and
No,
how you
it was
couldn't
convers-
trust her.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So what then flipped from you always blaming the guy to now feeling like she
For
wasn't
me,
the one?
I said I couldn't really trust Esther because at that point in time, if it was me, if Esther told me she liked Nelson, I won't quit Nelson. I am that person. I will never. It's just like Mercy now and Ike. Ike is my very good friend. Even I can call him my fake best friend, whatever it is. But I would never put myself in that position with Ike. I don't mess like that. So that was just the pain for me because, but then again, I realized that people will not be you. Not everybody is you. Not everybody thinks like you. And we're all different people and we have different ways to see life in different. So I didn't really blame her, but I was hot. I'm human. I will not even tell you I was hot. Especially when they were always in the garden, holding hands, leg, sleeping in the same room. Yeah.
So, but at this point, Nelson's long gone. This conversation I'm talking about, Nelson's long gone. This is a fraud situation now.
Fraud situation.
Yeah, when you and Mercy had this conversation. It was a few days before she left.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember now. So why did I couldn't trust her? Because she said at that point in time, it felt like she never really liked fraud.
Okay, you got the impression from her.
Yeah.
You thought she was using fraud?
At some point, to be honest, yes, I did. At some point, yes, I did. Because fraud was always like, you know,
No,
very
fraud was
intentional.
Fraud was veto.
Fraud was
He won veto power.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I know
he
that
won
fraud
veto
was really
power at that
intentional
point.
towards Esther. Like, he always told her how
But
he
you thought
felt.
she didn't trust him?
Yeah, she didn't. And I even remember having a discussion with her that sometimes you don't need to push yourself towards somebody. You take a step back if they are not reciprocating how they feel about you.
Did you
So
tell her that? Did you
Huh?
have
No,
this?
Frank came to ask me for an advice. Like, he asked me for an advice to get, and I will give the advice to Fraud. Like, Fraud too is my friend too, so I will give Fraud the advice. So for me, at that point, I couldn't trust her because when Nelson left, Fraud was there. For some time she was having a hard time like getting close to Fraud, but all of a sudden there was something that happened, and she was not close to Fraud. So I couldn't really understand the dynamics. And then she was telling me that okay, she liked Fraud. And I was like, okay. And I was just confused about it because I just didn't know how that happened. Like, you can't just, I don't know, it wasn't just making sense because fraud was always there. I think fraud was a new houseman that came to the house. That's quite alright. But he was always there. Yeah, I know, and that was why I said I couldn't really trust her because I don't know if he's genuine. Because still here we're still in the game, and to be very honest, the only person I could trust in that house was Mercy, and that was it.
Did you think Esther used fraud?
I would say use, but I didn't believe Esther liked fraud because it was just too obvious. Fraud made his intention know that I really, really like you, but she always went for Nelson, right?
And when Nelson left,
and then Nelson left. Fraud became head of house or something. Just noticed there was a switch because it was obvious. There was a time we were playing a game, and the question came up. Fraud was very intentional. He attacked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he attacked Nelson, but you could see that she was always going to Nelson. And I did have a conversation with Fraud. I told him, bro, you're embarrassing our Igbo brothers. Because this girl is telling you blatantly no. How will know the girl? I can leave the girl alone now. There are other girls in the house.
Let me go to Benita now. Quickly, what did you think about Esther's feelings?
I don't really know how Esther felt about fraud. Esther's a very guarded, incredibly guarded person. I didn't feel like Esther was using fraud up until, let me not lie, I saw them kiss on stage and I said this kiss fell from heaven on that day of veto. If she's not...
Just to be clear, for the record, the kiss was from him, not me.
Oh, Esther, but your mouth.
I know. it was like a group agreement. It was from him. It wasn't that
I wouldn't know.
Let me do it.
I wouldn't know.
It was from him.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Shasha, now when I raised eyebrow, and that same week, they up. So I was like, that was the time I raised eyebrow.
A little curious.
Yeah, but like not curious. I think really, I wasn't invested in what they were doing. I was even happy I think I was clapping, like, yes, he finally got his kiss, you know. But with regards to me, Fraud and Esther, I was upset with Fraud because he made it seem like I was kind of pursuing him. Yes, I do have a soft spot for Fraud because we relate on so many levels. We're born on the same day, we're both Capricorns, you know, we both have very highly charged emotions, you'll all agree, yes? So we connected on that. And I found it very strange and very suspicious that the night where I had told him that, excuse me, some of the stuff you're saying to me, you may need to just chill a little bit on because I've actually got somebody outside the house. Yeah, it's not it's a new thing, but he's very important to me. So I'm telling you, like, just lying day. Do you understand? However way you want to play this play. And then the next day, he was back to Esther. So I was not like, guy. I sat him down and said, are you not going to ask yourself why all of a sudden? Because when you spoke to me, you confided in me that, you know, you felt down and you felt maybe he was paranoid about people's feelings towards him in the house. And I was like, I'm energy goddess. Don't worry about it. No, we're going to be great. It's going to be fine. Me, you, and we're going to join Mercy and Nika. We're going to be the, you know, dynamic power couple, whatever was in my mind, Sha. So for him to now be like, why do you like me? I was weak. My face was like this. This boy don't drop me for one pot of soup and no steak inside.
Well, let me go to Mercy now.
Pay me die.
You said something there very, very significant with regards to why you thought she used fraud. Explain that situation to me and why that's where your lack of trust came from.
Yeah, it's not just about fraud. It happened with Nelson the first time. I was like, okay.
What did Nelson win that made her go? That you think?
No, Nelson didn't win anything. Just that we had a conversation. That's when
I was talking about the veto power thing. You said that was why she...
No, that was for fraud. I think fraud won veto power.
It wasn't head of house.
Was it head of house?
Yes, maybe. Because that was the week. Yeah,
fraud was like,
okay, I was in head of house.
It was head of house. Okay. I knew something happened that time that we felt like, oh, maybe it's because of this or because of that she, like, because we've talked to Esther. And she said,
clearly I don't like this boy.
Yeah, so the whole thing, we didn't believe it. We said, maybe something is because of this or this. Even the case, they had that and we were doing
it was in a company
yeah, so when the case were like, okay.
But is there anything anything wrong with doing something like that. But you're playing a game, you're trying to get ahead.
Yeah, that was the vibe she gave me. So anything.
So that was why you kind of drew the line.
Yes, did the game. And for me, any of my friends don't play me like that.
So Esther, if it's your friends, I mean, these are who you were closest to in the house, Diane Mercy, you told them clearly, more than once I believe, I don't like this boy. What's changed for you about Floyd?
Well, I began to spend time with him.
That was just...
Yeah, that was just, and it's funny. Funny people make you laugh.
Oh.
So are you sorry that you dumped us?
I am big sorry. I didn't dump you. I mean, it's shocking that she thought this way, because in my head I was just like, okay, maybe she was not just like interested in the friendship anymore. Especially because they were really cool. And Messi will still cook for me. He's like, come and take fish. I mean, I'll go and eat fish. I don't know that in your end you're saying this kid that abandoned me.
Anyway, at least that's sort of ironed out. And
sorry.
Cool. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll play the game. Welcome back. It's Big Brother BnaijaPepperDemReUnion show, hanging out with the girls. We've been joined now by NK and Cindy, Pretty in Pink. Let's play it.
Yeah.
Hold up your boards. What else? I'm going to read out a question, and whichever housemate comes to your mind with regards to that question, you write it down, and you have to write it in. Okay? So, first question. Who did you trust the least?
Nobody should be offended.
Flip the board, let's see what
Right
they
there.
Cindy?
Oh wait, that was really supposed to be a name? No.
Why did you trust her?
April.
Cindy, what did you
Because I said because I had to write a name in the first place, and I felt like she was the least person I connected with in the house. But not trust her. I don't know if I would.
After giving you meat, it's okay.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You have a whole sentence, Jackie.
Yeah.
Let me see. Every lady, you didn't trust every lady except MK, and then it's like, sorry, that person was not trustworthy.
Yes.
Right. Who was the toughest to get along with?
Esther was so tough to get along with. Yeah, girl.
Mercy, let's see your board again.
You still that 50 years.
I said I got along with.
I'm a social butterfly, I got along with her. That's not an answer. You have to write a name.
Oh.
Everybody have a name? What do you have, Diane?
Actually, initially, Venita. I had the struggle getting along with you.
Cindy, who do you have?
Yeah, I still have Esther.
Esther.
Are you sure you will not tell us what the
There's something there.
We just didn't get along.
You get
Then
along
I'm going to
now.
add Tasha to the list.
What about Tasha?
Tasha. It's, I don't know. She just has this huge wall that she built around her, so it's really tough to, get along with her.
Is that still the case?
I've not really spoken with Tasha ever since,
So
but
you and
but
Esther,
we're
you and
close.
Tasha are the same thing since dancing now.
No, not the same thing. I guess I'm getting to know them a little bit more. It's like, no.
Vanessa, who do you have? Tasha, but I didn't really try. Okay, explain yourself.
There were some things that for me are triggers. So I felt like I don't want to try and start a relationship with somebody who's going to feel like they can talk to me anyhow when they're mad. I don't think, that she's the worst person in the world, but you're not going to take me overly out. I can shout, I can scream, but I never want to go black out.
Tasha, who do you have?
So Ella.
So, what about Ella?
Ella, it was not like hard to understand Ella, kinda. Maybe if she had spent more time in the house, then it probably would have been clear.
Okay.
Oh, I wiped up Esther's name.
Was it still the face issue?
Yeah, no,
But
but
we
she,
talked
yeah,
about
it's
John
the same.
before. You guys were kind of similar.
Yeah, no.
Did you see yourself in her?
I can't have two of me in the room. It's a lot. No, I can't have two of me in the room. So look, Esther will be by the fridge taking cereal. And I'm like, they can't go down now. Relax. Like I just got here. At least make me feel a little bit
She wasn't
comfortable.
welcome.
Even Diane was like that too. But like Diane's own was lesser than Esther's own.
Okay. Next question. Pretty lighthearted. Who likes food and eating too much? What do you have?
Cindy, NK, Esther.
I'm
Equally.
avoiding my name for that.
Excuse
I was making me fried rice. That was all.
Fried rice. So,
Vanessa, who do you have? Cereal and cookie.
Yes, please.
Who else has Cindy? Cindy and Esther?
Me.
Cindy. So I think it's unanimous. Next one. Who gossiped the most?
Everyone except me. Everybody talked about everybody.
And you
Right.
never talk about anybody?
I never, ever.
You sure?
Anything
Does everybody
I
agree
would,
with
anything,
I know, right?
anything I would say about you, it's something that you must have heard me say to you already.
No.
Right?
No.
No.
I'm
You
going to
already
say
did
no
to you.
because of my own personal experience.
Okay.
My own personal experience, I heard things that Tasha said about me that she had never told me before. So that's from my own personal experience.
You
That's
heard?
it.
Did you see?
Yeah, you were on the camera like after I left. You said a
Exactly.
lot.
You went in the house.
Oh, you waited
So
for
why
me
did
to
you know if
know.
you were in the house? I wouldn't have said that
Oh,
to you.
Because you didn't. I was there
I
for
said
6 weeks.
Anita needed to chill.
I was there for
Needed to
6
rest, needed to go.
weeks.
I did say that. Yeah.
I was there for
So,
6
so
weeks.
you wouldn't say I said it behind your back because you
You
went in
didn't
the
say
house.
it. You never said it to me.
But you went in the house.
Did you say it to me?
You went in the house.
Did you say it to me?
You went in the house.
In the 6 weeks I was there, did you say it to
You
me?
went in the house.
I rest my case.
You went in the house.
Thank you very much, ladies, for this amazing episode. We did enjoy yourselves. And I think we did resolve a few things.
Okay.
Some are still hanging in the air. But of course, we'll have a lot more episodes to come. So if you feel like some things are still hanging, trust me, they're going to come up. So like I said at the start of the show, these ladies are fierce and totally unapologetic. They have no shame in who they are, I believe. Proud and strong women. It's also good to know that it is not all war with the girls. There's still a lot of love, some admiration, and a small respect somewhere. But it's been another fun episode. I will leave you with the last words. A woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong it is until it is in hot water. I'll see you guys next time.
Sardine. I never nominated Sardine. I can't believe that guy just come out of this. I'm out of the big brother to diary room and be like, someone, what's up? Yo, with the Manchester.
Free-spirited. And I so like free-spirited, open-minded, talkative, right? like I love to communicate. I'm free. I want to be happy with everybody. Everybody should be my friend. Coming out and I'm hearing this, I'm like really surprised.